Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Erlengrat. He said he wanted it left. He's gone and ploughed it up anyway. Well, that's just being difficult. That is just being difficult. Right, we're going to take this one over and we're going to start ploughing up field 21, and then we're going to get some more jobs going and see what else we can put going at the same time. So we'll bring you back over here like this, and off we trot. So field 21 with this one. I did have a couple of people saying that they thought that perhaps that seed tender there, you know, the trailer would be fine, but the seed tender can't be anything but agricultural equipment, and, you know, we are technically supposed to have somewhere to store it. My argument is that it's still on the back of the truck, and you could park that outside your house. Yes, it'd take up a little bit more room than the trailer, but you could still park it outside your house. You could park that just about anywhere, and it wouldn't be too much of an issue. So I'm thinking it would probably be okay. Maybe it would be a bit of a problem for some people in some places, but I'm thinking for the most part it would probably be okay. Now, this one is not a reversible plow at all, so we are just going to bring it over here. I'm going to do a few passes on this end of the field with it first, and I'm going to go right over onto the edge like this because the edge of the field is not quite square, so I'm going to go like that. I'm not going to have that one. I'm going to go like that, there, and off we trot. So we're going to have the standard hired help working. I'm going to leave it working on this end of the field just a bit until he's got enough room to get right to the end of the field, turn round, and then go back again, and then we will set it going up and down in that direction. This job is going to take a fair while, so there's not really a lot else to do with it at the moment, apart from just let him carry on and do whatever it is that he needs to go and do, just like that. He's able to turn round here, and he should be able to turn round for the most part over that side as well, just while he carves out those little tiny bits right there that he needs. The planting over here is going well. We've got 1,800 litres of beans in that seed drill, and over here we've got 6,000 litres of Tatey Pose in the machine, so we can go back into contracts again. Field 7, sowing over here. That's wanting to be sown with cotton. I'm not doing cotton. I'm not planting cotton. I'm not doing anything to do with cotton. So I'm going to refresh contracts just to see if it does anything new. No, it's still saying cotton. I got field 14 with barley right there. There's a new one. What's field 14? Field 14, that's the one that we've just finished doing. So we've got a barley planting contract there. It's a rather small setup. We get 7 grand if we do that one. So I'm going to accept, I'm going to borrow items. I don't want to just accept the contracts. We borrow items right there, and we'll go across this way. So you've got nothing on board at the moment. We've got you. I'm going to get 2 bags of seed at the moment. So 1, 2, like that, because I got a bit in the other one where the beans are, so that should be more than enough to, like, finish the job off. This one won't take, I don't think it will take a full bag. Is this a bigger seed drill? What is this one? No, this is not a very big seed drill at all, so we will fill that one up with 495 litres of wheat, like that. And we will take this one over to field 14. And then the seed dispensing machine right there will bring the rest of the seed over a little bit later, and we'll be able to use that to do the rest of the planting. So barley, we got to make sure it's on barley. And we get this one all the way down here. We'll stop on the way down to the field with the truck and gather up the seed from that one there once he's finished doing his planting job. And then we should be fine to leave everything to carry on. That tractor is doing a really good job there. He's got most of it done already. See if I can get through here without knocking over the signs, shall we? Just for, you know, a novelty value. Ooh, field 14. I'm supposed to be going in there. I'm supposed to go straight across the roundabout and go in there. Missed me turning. There's no gateway. I'm going to go right round the roundabout and go back again. That wasn't quite part of the master plan, that wasn't. Go all the way round here. And back up the road. I know that when we're in the field, like, the tractor does come out and it goes over the fence and that, but I'm not going to do that while I'm sort of driving around on the roads. I'm not going to be, like, taking shortcuts in through like that. That just seems like, you know, wrong. That just absolutely seems wrong. At the corner of the field right here, not entirely pleased with the way they've done that. Like, they've put the fence right over the corner of the field and it's ploughed up. I don't really like that. But anyway, we will get this one started. And I will do a couple of lines along this end of the field. And you know what? We could actually... I'll go up this end, I'll drive up this end, and then I will put the AI extension. Wonder how well that would cope with doing, like, a couple of rounds. No, we don't actually need to do a couple of rounds. I tell you what, I will just manually go all the way up here and pull that bit in there like that. Back over here. See... most of the end of the field here we don't actually need to worry about. Like, there's no issues at all with the end of the field here. I'll bring you back to there like that and then go up through. I've got the potatoes I need to empty out. That's what I want to go and do so that we can keep that potato harvester running. But at the same time, I kind of want to just get this one going. If we set him off on his long journey all the way down across field 14... then we don't need to worry about this one for quite a while. Or at least for a little while, just until we run out of seed on our first pass. And then we can get our seed dispenser up here. So I'm going to go like that. Just 2 passes, that's all I'm going to do. And then I'll set the hired help running up and down here. And then we won't worry about it after that. So I'll bring you... back to there like that, and then go in here and get rid of that bit, and then just go to there, and off you trot. Right, we'll leave you to carry on, and you over this side, you've done enough now going on here, so I will stop you when you get over to this end, and we'll start just working up and down the field. Now we've got plenty of room there for turning round. I come in like this, turn it like that. Not a fan of these Salford ploughs, don't like them at all. And lower you into the ground like that. You haven't completed anything at all. You're sitting on a field that has not been ploughed. Don't give me that. I'm not interested in your lies and laziness. And you have got one little tiny strip up through there, and then you will be finished. And, well, let's have this one a minute and go and just unload the tatey pose over there. And then we can get our seed auger wagon over there and bring that one over and pick up what's left. The potatoes in here, let's just pull that one up underneath there like that. So there's another 10,000 litres of potatoes to go in. We've completed the seed job there. I'll get that one emptied out in a second. And then I can come over and pick up the the seed that's left. And then we'll be able to use that along with what's in the yard for filling up the seed drill that we've got working in the field over that side. So let's bring you back round here. And stop you about there like that. And then I can... yeah, you're doing just fine. You're doing a really good job. I'm very proud of what you've done. I mean, yes, you're driving on the crop right now, and you're probably bruising the potatoes, but we will try to overlook that bit. I'll start you up here and bring you on round. I don't want to get that bit. I do, however... I'm going to take the cover off here. and I want to load this up here. So I want to grab that one. It's got a 4,000 litre capacity in there, and I want to grab the next one as well. And then what I want to do is I want to press N, and I want to switch it over, and I'm going to get the fertilizer in here, and we're going to start working on a couple of fertilizer jobs as well. So I'll load that bit up so that we can keep that stored in there. So we've got 800 litres in there, and I'm going to also go here. Right, what we'll do is we'll go, so that sowing job is finished. Fertilizing on field 25, which is all the way up there at the very top. It's the furthest one away from us at the moment. Sowing on field 7, that's cotton, so I'm not doing it. Fertilizing on field 8. Right there, that's more solid fertilizer. And then I've got several sowing jobs here. Quite a lot of sowing jobs, actually. Let's get a fertilizer. We'll do that fertilizing job there. I will borrow items for that one. And I'll also do fertilizing on field 8 right there. Wait, is that the same guy? Fertilizing. It is, it's the same guy. Ha-ha! Same guy, same machine. So we borrow items, but we don't actually need to go and use the different items. We can just stick with the same machine and leave the others parked in the yard if we want to. So we've got field 8 and field 25 that we have to go to. So field 8 here and field 25. Why have you got your land so far apart? It's a little bit inconvenient, don't you think? We'll do field 25 first, and then we'll swing back over to field 8. And that way we'll be able to empty out the fertilizer with this one right here. So I'm just going to close that one up a minute, and then I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to buy 2 bags of fertilizer. So there's one there, and buy another one there. I think 2 should be enough. At least I'm hoping it will be enough. So we'll go over to there and grab that one, and then I'm going to get both of these jobs done using the one machine, and then once I've done both of the jobs, we can be on our merry. So I'll bring you over here, get that one into there like that. I'm about half done on the, about half empty at the moment on the seed. The other one. So while that, actually, let me just, there, while he's loading that one, let me quickly jump over to you and unload the seed there, seed on each side. I'll just move out of the way a second, go back into here, and I've got that contract there. We get 2,000 euros there. Complete that one. That's done. Right. Get you here with the 2,000 litres of fertilizer that we've got on board at the moment. We will take this one up the road, and we've got to go all the way up to field 25. It's about as far away from us as we can get at the moment. It's a little bit inconvenient, but, you know, that's just the way it is. And once we've gotten all the way up there, then we can deal with a few other things. Now, is the train... I don't know where the train is at the moment. We haven't seen it yet. Apparently... like I started with when I came back in to start the new recording, when I left last time, the train was on the track and parked up, but when you go into a new one, the train's not where you leave it. The train, I'm guessing, has got a default starting position, so if we want to catch the train, then we've physically got to catch hold of the train and bring it back. But at the moment, I don't have a need for it. I don't need to worry about it, so I'm not going to concern myself with what the train's doing or anything just yet. I need to concern myself with getting this one up to the field onto 25 there and getting this fertilizer spread. And then we've got another trip all the way over to field 8 to go and do the next little bit of fertilizer spreading. I do think that a fertilizer spreader is going to be our best option for our first purchase. We're going to want a tractor, And I'm kind of thinking that the first tractor purchase should be the electric tractor. I know a lot of you want me to get the electric tractor, and we could go for something quite a bit smaller than that, but I'm kind of thinking that really, and it's from the Alps DLC, and it sort of, you know, it fits with the area and everything, and it sort of fits with everything that we're doing. We're going for organic farming, we're going for like green energy where we can and things like that. So, you know, getting the electric tractor, I think, does fit quite well with what we're aiming to do with the series. So I kind of like the idea of that being our very first tractor. Yeah, it might not be the most practical tractor to start off with, considering the price tag on it, but it's still, I think, a reasonable option. Let's not have that. Let's go again. Right, so we'll have to keep a little... We'll try and watch this one. That electric tractor that's under small tractors, and we need to just head up here. So you've got the Alpine pack right here, and it's there. It's actually not so bad. Right, this one here is just a standard tractor. This one's the electric one. I thought it was more than that. Right, so the electric tractor right there is 80 kilowatts. It's equivalent of about 68 horsepower. An 80 kilowatt electric tractor. Actually, that's... And it's 50 grand. And the cheapest one here is 59 grand. So, you know, I think actually we're not going to do so bad with that. Now, I'm going to turn this one off a second. And I'm going to do just manually a quick pass along the top edge here, like this. And then we can send him back again up the other side. And he should be able to go and sort of do all the rest of this on his lonesome. We've got a field of grass right there that we could go and do some more baling on. I'm not going to do any more of those contracts, though, because the time and tedium of wrapping bales is quite ridiculous. So I'll let you carry on now and just do that little bit of fertilizer spreading there. And I'm going to go through all of the machines. And there's the train. Start the engine. Right, I'm reversing hard. I don't think I'm going to stop the train. Oh, yes, I am. Just. Look at that. Look at that. I stopped it just in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back that one up the line a little bit. I'm not going to back it up very far. Only just enough to get it away from that crossroads over there for now. And then I'll stop it again. So he's not going to be causing any problems here. And then we can back it up to the other side in a little bit. So I'm just going to leave you there for now, tractor. Train, rather. I need to get over to you in a minute and get you sorted out. So I need to do this one first. And just get this one emptied and moving again. Then I want to go to my truck and go over, grab the seed from there, and then get over to that field so that I can reload the tractor and trailer over there, tractor and seed drill over that side. And then the fertilizer job up the top should be just about finished. So we'll be able to get up there and go and move the fertilizer spreader from up there over to field 8 so that we can get that job done. And then we can hand in both of the fertilizer contracts. They will be completed. So you can go and sit there a minute. We will then go to this one. Like this. And I'm going to get straight at contract on field 25 has now finished. And Helper J has completed their task. Ideal. That's what we wanted. Several people said that, you know, you see these machines here. You see them being pulled around on pickup trucks all the time. And because we're just starting out with our contract company and we haven't been going very long, it certainly wouldn't be an unusual sight to see it on a rather underpowered pickup. And at this stage in the game, when you're starting out, you're starting up a company and that, you do what you need to do, basically. You do what you got to do, and you do whatever it takes to make things work. Like, you're going to have to pull stuff around on underpowered machines and things like that, just in order to be able to make it all work properly. And yeah, I absolutely agree. You're never going to have a perfect setup to start with, so most of you did seem to quite like the idea of doing this. I'm going to move you over there and then put you in like this. We've got that one there. Now I can run over to the field over here, and I can open this one up. I think I'm going to have to jump onto the seed drill and open that cover as well. Let's try actually using our brakes before we get to the roundabout and just go sailing across the middle. I believe that's frowned upon, actually. Under most jurisdictions, under most driving conditions, I believe it is actually frowned upon to just go sailing across the middle of the roundabout. Now, I could be wrong. To open this one, I think I press O like this. Yes, that is how we open this one. So I'm going to need to turn it round this way and then back it up so that we have the spout over the seed drill. There, that's kind of over, isn't it? It's over enough. You over here, you're finished. We'll move you in a minute. I'm going to move you just yet. You open that one up like that. There, and just back it up a little tiny bit. Okay, let me try moving it over this way a little tiny bit. There we go. It's a bit sensitive, this one is. Right. No, I don't want fertilizer going in there. So I can move it forwards. I should just be able to press H on this, except I need to just move the tractor over a little bit to make sure that we don't overlap anything. So I do it like that. Start it up, lower it down, and you are away. Right, so that's all good there. You're all good there. We'll have you and just move you out of the way a little bit. And this one can stay where he is for a minute. You can just stay there on the field and wait until you are required again. And you will be required again. So next, I want to go to this one. We've got 1,500 litres left, which should be more than enough to go and do the next field. So I'm going to run down the end of this field, and I need to get over to field 8, which is right over the other side. So we come out of here, and instead of going back, instead of turning left just at the end of the road here, we turn right. We go up to the roundabout, and we go straight across at that roundabout. No, we don't. We don't go straight across. We turn left at that roundabout. Turn right here. Go to the roundabout and turn left, and then follow that road to its conclusion. And then after that, it should be fairly straightforward. So we want to go this way. So indicate left, round the roundabout, and then indicate right, just as you go past the previous exit to show that you are turning off. And then we go heading on down here. See, roundabouts are easy. They're really, really easy. Which is why they cause so many accidents. Because, well, I don't know how many roundabouts happen. How many roundabouts happen on accidents? I don't know how many accidents happen on roundabouts either. In this country, I don't think the roundabouts are much of a cause of accidents. Although I have heard a rumour that some countries, there's not very many of them. And so the places where they are situated does tend to cause a few more accidents than normal. But I don't know if there is any actual basis in those rumours or not. I'm not actually sure about that. Right, all we got to do here is just follow this road to the end. Right away along the bottom here. And then once we get past the big grain store over there, just turn left at the end of the road. across the river, and then field 8 is the one right in there, just over the bridge there, the other side of the house that we can see on the pretty much on the left right now. That's where field 8 is. So we come up to this bit right here, straight across the crossing, turn left here, cross the bridge. We won't stop and play in the river today, tempting though it is. And the entrance to the... where's the entrance to the field? The entrance to the field is down over here. Right. And then we come in here. Now, I'm going to do a pass along this end of the field. Just do that manually like that. And then I will leave the hired help go. Well, actually, I don't know. I was thinking I just leave the hired help going, but now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking maybe I don't want to leave the hired help going just yet. If I also do a pass down the other end of the field, just to make it a little bit safer. So we're going to need about 125,000 to go and buy our first piece of land. And then once we've spent the 125,000 on our first piece of land, we're looking at spending another 50,000 on our first tractor, which is going to be the electric tractor, which costs around 50,000. So there's 175,000 that we're going to need, and then we're going to want to get our first piece of actual equipment, aside from our pickup truck and our seed tender that we've got. And I'm thinking a 3-point link mounted fertilizer spreader would probably be our best investment, because as we know, or most of us know, fertilizer contracts are potentially the most lucrative ones. And if we've got our own tractor doing those jobs instead of using the machinery and leasing it, then we've got, you know, the potential for earning a great deal more money from all of these jobs. Just ignore where I'm driving for a second. And on top of that, you get 2 fertilizer contracts per field, per crop cycle. You get 2 fertilizer contracts. So it doesn't matter what the contracts require. It doesn't matter what fertilizer they ask for. We've got a decent amount. Let me just go over to here. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they're asking for. We've got a fertilizer spreader. If we have a decent amount of fertilizer there available, we can go and use anything we like. So we can use fertilizer granules for every single contract, regardless of whether or not they're asking for that. And then, like, we don't have to spray fertilizer on. When we get herbicide jobs, if we don't catch the weeding jobs with rakes, then we can, well, we just have to borrow the equipment for that, because we won't have our own equipment for going and doing it. But that's not any kind of hardship. That's not any kind of problem. We'll easily be able to deal with that. Now, I'm going to run this little lot here on round to the store, and we're just going to store this up. And then the last little bit of potatoes right there, they will be harvested, and then we'll be able to get those done, and then we can decide what we're going to do with the potatoes that we have here. We've got, I think, already 40,000 in store. Pretty sure I've already brought 40,000 in here. I'll have a look in a second. Maybe I didn't. I think I did. Pretty sure. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. So while I sit up here and enjoy this view and a well-earned break, could you please consider taking a look at the links in the description down below? We have Nitrado, who provide gaming servers, who are very, very reliable, and they provide us with a server on our Discord channel. And there is also Fanatical, where you can buy all kinds of different computer games for various different platforms. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.